If you have diabetes and you have been told you cannot get life insurance, or you have been afraid to even apply because you think you will be turned down, I want you to watch this entire video because the truth is, millions of Americans with diabetes have life insurance. And depending on your situation, your type of diabetes, your A1C level, and how well controlled your condition is, you may qualify for better coverage than you ever imagined. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how life insurance underwriting works for people with diabetes so you know what to expect and what options available to you. I want to start by acknowledging something important. Diabetes is one of the most common health conditions right here in the Rio Grande Valley. Texas has one of the highest diabetes rates in the entire country, and in South Texas the rates are even higher. I work with diabetic clients every single week, and the number one thing I hear is I assumed I could not get covered. I did not even try. That assumption costs families their financial protection. Today I want to change that, because most people with well-managed diabetes absolutely can get life insurance. The key is knowing how the process works and working with the right agent who knows how to find the right carrier for your specific situation. First, let me explain how insurance companies actually evaluate diabetes. When you apply for life insurance, the insurance company looks at your entire health picture. For diabetes specifically, they look at 4 key factors. Number 1, what type of diabetes do you have? Type 1 or type 2? Number 2, what is your most recent A1C level, which measures your average blood sugar control over the past 3 months? Number 3, how long have you had diabetes, and how well controlled has it been over time? Number 4, do you have any diabetes-related complications, such as kidney disease, neuropathy, eye disease, or cardiovascular problems? These 4 factors together determine what coverage you qualify for and at what premium rate. Now let me walk through type 1 versus type 2 diabetes, because insurance companies treat them differently. Type 2 diabetes is the most common. It accounts for about 90 to 95% of all diabetes cases. Type 2 is typically managed through diet, exercise, oral medications, and in some cases insulin. Insurance companies have significant experience underwriting type 2 diabetes, and many carriers offer very competitive rates for well-controlled type 2 diabetics. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune condition typically diagnosed in childhood or young adulthood, and it requires insulin for life. Type 1 is viewed as higher risk by insurance companies, but it does not mean coverage is impossible. Many type 1 diabetics qualify for coverage, particularly those with excellent A1C control and no complications. The options are more limited and the premiums are higher, but coverage is absolutely available. Of all the factors insurance companies evaluate for diabetics, your A1C level is the single most important number. A1C measures your average blood sugar control over the past 3 months. A normal A1C for a non-diabetic is below 5.7%. For diabetics, insurance companies generally look at it this way. An A1C below 7 is considered excellent control, and most carriers will offer standard or near standard rates. An A1C between 7 and 8 is considered good control, and coverage is still very available, typically at a slightly higher rate. An A1C between 8 and 9 is considered fair control. Coverage may still be available, but at a higher premium with a table rating applied. An A1C above 9 or 10, coverage becomes significantly more difficult and more expensive, though guaranteed issue options may still be available. The lower your A1C, the better your rates, and the more carriers will compete for your business. I want to explain something called a table rating, because many diabetic applicants encounter this and do not understand what it means. When an insurance company determines that an applicant is higher risk than a standard healthy person but still insurable, they apply what is called a table rating. A table rating adds a percentage to your standard premium. Table ratings typically go from Table 1 through Table 8, also called Table A through Table H. Each table adds approximately 25% to the standard premium. So a Table 2 rating means you pay approximately 50% more than a healthy standard applicant. A Table 4 rating means you pay approximately 100% more, or double the standard rate. Table ratings are not a rejection, they are an approval at a higher price. And different insurance companies assign different table ratings for the exact same health profile, which is why working with an independent agent like me matters enormously. I can shop your application across multiple carriers to find the one that views your diabetes most favorably. Let me show you a real example of what coverage looks like for a well-controlled type 2 diabetic. Meet Elena. She is 52 years old. She was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes 8 years ago. She manages it with oral medication metformin, and her most recent A1C is 6.8. She has no diabetes-related complications. Her blood pressure is well controlled. She does not smoke. Elena applies for a $250,000 20-year term life insurance policy. Because her A1C is below 7 and her diabetes is well managed, she qualifies for a Standard Plus rating at one carrier and a Table 2 rating at another. Her best monthly premium offer is approximately $110 per month. Without diabetes, a healthy 52-year-old woman might pay approximately $75 per month for the same coverage. Elena's diabetes adds about $35 per month to her premium, but she absolutely qualifies and her family is fully protected. Now let me show you a different scenario. Meet Jorge. He is 48 years old and was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes 5 years ago. He takes insulin and his most recent A1C is 8.4. He has mild neuropathy in his feet, a common complication. Jorge applies for a $250,000 20-year term life insurance policy. His A1C above 8 and his neuropathy complication mean that standard carriers will rate him more heavily, likely at table 4 to table 6. His monthly premium offer from the most favorable carrier is approximately $220 per month. This is higher than Elena's, but Jorge still qualifies. His family still gets protected, and if Jorge works to lower his A1C over the next year, he could potentially request a reconsideration from the carrier and get a lower rate. Better health control means better rates, and that is always worth working toward. Now I want to address diabetes-related complications because these do significantly affect your coverage options. The most common diabetes complications that insurance companies evaluate are kidney disease or nephropathy, nerve damage or neuropathy, eye disease or retinopathy, cardiovascular disease or heart problems, and history of diabetic ketoacidosis. Mild complications, like mild neuropathy with no major functional impairment, typically result in higher table ratings, but coverage is still available at many carriers. Moderate to severe complications, like significant kidney disease, major cardiovascular events, or serious eye disease, make traditional fully underwritten coverage more difficult. In those cases, there are still options. Simplified issue policies require fewer health questions and no medical exam. Guaranteed issue policies have no health questions at all and approve everyone regardless of health, but they have lower coverage amounts and higher premiums. No matter where you are on the spectrum, there is a life insurance option for you. I want to spend a moment on guaranteed issue life insurance because for some diabetics with significant complications, this is the most important option to understand. Guaranteed issue life insurance has absolutely no health questions, no medical exam, no A1C test, no review of complications. You apply and you are approved, period. Guaranteed issue policies typically offer coverage amounts between $5,000 and $25,000. They are most commonly used to cover final expenses, funeral costs, medical bills, and small debts so your family is not left scrambling. The premiums are higher relative to the coverage amount compared to traditional policies. And most guaranteed issue policies have a 2-year waiting period, meaning if you pass away in the first 2 years, the policy pays back your premiums, plus interest rather than the full death benefit. But after 2 years, the full benefit is paid. For diabetics who cannot qualify for traditional coverage, guaranteed issue is not a consolation prize. It is real protection that gives your family real relief. Before you apply for life insurance with diabetes, here are the most important steps you can take to improve your approval chances and get the best possible rate. Number 1, get your A1C as low as possible before applying. Even dropping from 8.5 to 7.8 can move you to a better table rating and save you significant money every month. Number 2, work with your doctor to document consistent diabetes management. Insurance companies love to see a long history of regular doctor visits and consistent control. Number 3, control any other health factors you can. Blood pressure, cholesterol, and weight all affect your rating independently. Number 4, do not apply with just one carrier. Different carriers view the exact same diabetic profile very differently. If an independent agent like me shops your profile across multiple carriers simultaneously to find the one that gives you the best rating. Number 5, be completely honest on your application. Never omit health information. Misrepresentation on a life insurance application can result in a denied claim, meaning your family gets nothing when they need it most. I want to close with something important. Having diabetes does not mean you are uninsurable. It does not mean your family cannot be protected. It means you need an agent who understands diabetic underwriting, who knows which carriers are most favorable for your specific situation, and who will fight to get you the best possible coverage at the best possible rate. I work with diabetic clients across the Rio Grande Valley every week. Some qualify for near standard rates. Some qualify with table ratings. Some need simplified or guaranteed issue policies, but every single one of them walks away with a plan to protect their family. That is my job, and that is what I am here to do for you. If you have diabetes and you want to find out exactly what life insurance options are available for your specific situation, call or text me at 956-455-1313. I will review your health profile, shop your situation across multiple carriers, and tell you honestly what you qualify for and at what cost. The consultation is completely free and completely confidential. And if this video helped you understand your options, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you never miss a video. I post new content every week on life insurance, Medicare, health insurance, and annuities in English and in Spanish, designed specifically for Texas families. In the next video, I am going to cover life insurance with heart disease and stroke history, another extremely common situation right here in South Texas that most people assume disqualifies them from coverage. Do not miss that one. I am Antonio Espino with Espino Insurance Group, and I will see you in the next video.